So I'm sure all of us have been taught in schools and we've read in our textbooks that, Edmund Hillary and Tenzing were the first one to climb Mount Everest. But what if there was somebody else? Someone who did climb the Mount Everest much before than these two guys but didn't survive to tell his story. और आज की बुक ना ऐसे ही अनसंग हीरो की स्टोरी के बारे में है. Hi, hello, namaste. My name is RJ Manjula. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And on this channel today, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite books by Jeffrey Archer, Paths of Glory. So Jeffrey Archer is a celebrated author. He has written many blockbuster books and he's still writing so many more. And the reason I chose Paths of Glory especially is because it is A, one of my favorite book. B, this was the book that made me fall in love with Jeffrey Archer's style of writing. So Paths of Glory की कहानी एक सच्चे हीरो की कहानी है, अनसंग हीरो की कहानी. His name is George Mallory. Is actually who attempted Mount Everest thrice in 1920s, and his final attempt was in 1924. And this book talks about that final attempt, whether he made it to the top or didn't make it to the top. ये सारी जो story है is all about that. It's about his struggle, it's about his life as an army officer, and then of course all the details of his final climb to the Mount Everest. So the story is that George Mallory actually was leading the team of climbers to climb Mount Everest, and this was his third attempt. And every day from every base camp, he used to write love letters or letters to the love of his life, his wife. And these letters actually had detailed descriptions of what he did that day, how much did he climb, how close was he to the mountains, the harsh weather conditions, how much oxygen did he use, and all these details he used to actually share with his wife, because he was really in love with his wife, and he was actually carrying a photograph of his wife in his wallet. So when he was very close to the Mount Everest, the final peak, उनके साथ थे उनके co-climber Andrew Irvine, or they were last seen just 200 meters away from the top, as in top of the Mount Everest. But after that, they vanished. They never returned to the base camp, and nobody knew why. So when these two climbers, George Mallory and his co-climber Andrew Irvine, they didn't report to the base camp, they never returned to the base camp. जब बहुत दिन हो गए तो ये assume कर लिया गया कि of course इतने सारे avalanche, इतने सारे harsh weather conditions में ज़्यादातर लोगों की मौत हो जाती है. But बहुत सारी search teams भेजी गई to look for their bodies, to look for the clues that what exactly happened, were they able to climb or were they not able to climb. But कुछ भी नहीं मिला. There was nothing that any team could find. सिर्फ 1999 तक, मतलब 75 सालों के बाद, from 1924 when he made his last attempt to 1999, for 75 years nobody could find where George Mallory was. 1999 में एक टीम गई थी जो सर्च ऑपरेशन के लिए. They found George Mallory's body, which was perfectly frozen in the ice, snowfall की वजह से, and they were very sure that he was able to climb, because considering that he was very close to the highest peak, because he had actually promised his wife that he had taken her photograph with him, that I will actually put this photograph at the highest peak, because he had only two love of his life. One was the Mount Everest, the other was his wife, and he wanted to place that photograph at the top of Mount Everest. But when they searched his whole body, everything was intact. His wallet was intact. It had so many, it had a letter, the last letter that he wrote to his wife that he wanted to post, and so many other things, and everything was intact except that photograph was missing. His wife's photograph was not in his wallet. Till now, all the researchers and climbers are divided on this topic, whether George Mallory actually was the first person to climb Mount Everest. Actually, did he actually go there, climb Mount Everest, and when he was coming down, वो किसी हादसे का शिकार हो गए, या फिर वो कभी उस highest peak तक यानी कि Mount Everest को climb नहीं कर पाए. Everybody is divided in this opinion. Jeffrey Archer has done a brilliant job. His writing style is amazing, and I love the byline that he's given in this book, because अगर आप heading पढ़ेंगे, इस book का title पढ़ेंगे, it says Paths of Glory. He loved two women, and one of them killed him. So Paths of Glory is one of my favorite book and I would recommend this to everyone. And अभी फ़िलहाल अगर आपको ये review पसंद आया है then please you also recommend this review to everybody and please like, comment, share and also subscribe to my channel, press the notification bell. जल्दी मिलेंगे नए वीडियो के साथ, तब तक के लिए हमेशा की तरह पढ़ते रहिए और हंसते रहिए.